Hello YouTube, this is Dave the NES guy, and I'm back with another Box Art Banter. This week I want to talk about Lunar Pool, the game everyone is not talking about. Okay, this game, I mean, it's obviously a pool game. I'd say more like a mini putting game. It has, you know, moments of being fun, but not really. The box art though is hilarious. Let's get right into it. So the first thing you notice right away is that dude hanging out in the background here is wearing a purple sweater onesie. A purple sweater onesie! And he's playing pool bravely. Wow! The other guy is wearing something that looks like, you know, Cocktail-esque. That movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise. I don't know. But back to the purple sweater onesie. Wow, that man is brave. He's clearly brave because he's wearing platinum protective wrist guards, because we all know that pool is a very dangerous sport. So these two guys playing pool in outer space on the moon are wearing wrist guards because you never know. You got to protect yourself when you're out there. Speaking of playing pool on the moon, this guy here is wearing sunglasses or something that resembles sort of like Geordi from Star Trek. I mean, you know, you're playing pool inside on the moon. I want to say one more thing about the purple onesie. I may go back to it several times. I find it very interesting. It reminds me of a cross between Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation and Wesley Crusher from Star Trek. Like, this whole cover reeks of Star Trek, by the way, especially, you know, the little button here, like, which obviously, like, you communicate with it. Maybe. I have no idea. The hair. Okay, the hair on these guys, these are the most well-kept pool players ever. Big hair, sort of like Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. Zach Morris! What's also pretty neat is that dude in the background has these eye tattoos, or like, sort of like the black marks that football players and baseball players put underneath their eyes. So maybe it's really bright in there, which is why, you know, the first guy has to wear the sunglasses. Well kept, you know, well dressed, and wearing black makeup underneath their eyes. It's interesting. The silver earmuffs are also really interesting. I call them earmuffs, but dude number 2 here is wearing these earmuffs around his ears, and I think the first thing that I think of is the guy from Empire Strikes Back. I'm sure he has a name and he's probably, like, you know, a big character, but I always think of him like, why is it wrapped around? Like, is it to protect his hearing? Is it because he's trying to concentrate? I mean, what is this guy doing? He's very intense. He's so intense, in fact, that he lights up when he shoots, which is really interesting. It's like, he's the guy that's shooting. I wonder what the purple onesie guy looks like when he shoots. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. This game is crazy too, by the way. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about the game, but there are so many tables in this game. And it's really interesting. Like, the tables sort of go from, like, the generic, you know, traditional table to all these, like, Lunar Pool tables. And they went with the, like, one of the, well, a little crazier one on the side here. And that's what they sort of do with it. They just sort of change the shape, which is why I would say it's more like a mini putting game than a pool game, which I guess makes it interesting if that's what you're looking for the challenge. You know, other things you can mention about this is that it's made by FCI. I did some research, and they made a few, you know, NES games back in the day. Nothing really stands out. Now that we've done the front cover, let's look at the back. So, back cover. Not too much. I mean, there's some writing, a couple of screenshots, pretty generic. Let's read it and find out what they say. Lunar Pool is the first advanced home video billiards game ever. Ever. Advanced. Alright. Never before has the player been able to choose among 60 different tables. And tables are in quotations, I guess because the tables all change. There's 60 of them. There's variety. If you like that kind of thing, cool. 60. Wow. Jump around to your favorite or master each stage consecutively. Your score is kept automatically, thank God, because I hate having a pen and paper beside me and writing things down. The only thing I liked doing with my Nintendo back in the day when I had to write was to write down the Mega Man codes, which was so cool. They had that cool screen music, which was always awesome, and you had to write down like the blue and red. I thought that was cool. Nowadays, iPhone, click, done. Alright, let's keep going here. You set up the electronic cue stick, aim the cue ball, choose the power tape. Let me start over. You set up the electronic cue stick, aim the cue ball, choose the power you need, and shoot. Shoot! Alright. Then watch the ball ricochet around the table. Again, tables, it's a table. And land in the pocket. It's tough. It's not as simple as it sounds. But it's what pool is. Cue hits ball, ball hits ball, ball bounces around the table and or goes in the pocket. Finally, it says, and this is the funniest thing on the back, learn to be a hustler by mastering all 60 stages. So you have to master the stages, and if you master them, you become a hustler, like one of these two guys. Who on the front cover here do you think would become the hustler of this game? My money's on purple onesie guy because he seems to be the braver of the two. Last thing on the back are these bullets just at the bottom here. So like, if you don't feel like reading the middle here because it's a full paragraph, and as a kid you're like, I don't want to read that. So you read the bullets. It says precision graphics. I don't know what a precision graphic is. I know what a good graphic is, what an 8-bit graphic is. I don't know. But precision graphics? I guess that means like it's very like precise, right? Exciting new music, 60 screens, 8 levels of power. This is the best one, okay? 255 levels of table friction. So you can choose your table friction. I don't know what, you increase the friction, you increase the power. I'm not sure if that adds a lot of variety to the game or not, but it's interesting that they put it in there. Finally, continuous scoring. Again, because you don't want to be there with a pen and paper having to mark it down. Try your skill, challenge yourself, another player, or the computer. So they're indicating who or what you can play against. And lastly, there's a couple of screenshots here indicating that the game definitely has a few different tables. So yeah, that's Lunar Pool. You know, a really interesting cover, really interesting back. What I find the funniest thing about the entire experience is that the whole goal of the game is to become a hustler, and that one of these two guys is going to become a hustler in the world of Lunar Pool. Very interesting concept, really cool box. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please thumbs up it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this box or other boxes or the series in general. Thanks so much. Cheers.